How's it going, YouTube? This is Top523, and I am your coach for the Atlanta Braviary. Now, we are going to Week 6 of the Pokemon International Championship Association, aka PICA, and we are going against one hell of a dude, Matt, aka Parahax, the coach of the Detroit Pinsirs. Now, before I say anything else, I want to say thank you to Matt. He has done amazing work with creating the logos for the channel, the banner for the channel, the logos for quite a few teams, including ours, for the ISL. He is currently working on, or was working on, the layouts for the ISL, and he's just done so much amazing work with his art that he is literally one of the greatest artists I've ever seen on YouTube. He is fantastic, and I'm so glad I have the opportunity to work with him. I get to really just it's an honor, really. I'm not that good at artwork, so I'm nowhere near it. So the fact that he is so good at it, I respect that and I admire that. But with that, just because I admire him so much does not mean I'm gonna go easy on him this week. We won last week. We're now 3-2. His current record, if I pull it up real quick, because for some reason it is escaping me right now. Not what I want, you stupid computer. Alright, let's see. And we'll get into his team matchup here, like his team in a minute. And I might have to change some things, just because I'm starting to think of things as I'm doing this about our team. But let's see. I just want to see what his record was, because I am forgetting it for the life of me. His record is 2-3. So if he wins and we lose, we become tied 3-3. But we're not in the same division, so it's not really that much of an issue. Now, the Iowa Focus Energy, they're 5-1. They won this week. So if we win, we still can't take the division. If Chelsea Chandies, they won 6-0. So we have to win to stay ahead of the division. To stay at least second place. But we also have to get a 4 victory. So this is going to be a very hard week for us. Our division is really, really tough. Let's just say that. Now, for my understanding of how this works, we are in Diamond Division. We're going against the Pearl Division, with Toronto Tarantrums, Washington Red Shells, and the Manhattan Manetrics. And Toronto Tarantrums are 4-1. The Washington Red Shells are 3-2. And the Manhattan Manetrics are 0-5. They came in and took over for another team who wasn't doing that great. So, if we're doing wild cards and we win this week, we have a chance of our whole entire division being in the playoffs. Because the Chelsea Chandies, ourselves, will take the wild cards, and then the Iowa Focus Energy will take the division. But this is only week 6. We're halfway through. So anything can happen. So don't let that, don't expect that to really, hinder what's actually going to happen here. And currently right now, the Detroit Pinsirs are in control of their division. So they don't really have much to worry about. So if they win, they'll hold on to that division. If they lose, which, no offense, I'm hoping they lose because we're going against them. They'll still, as far as I know, even if they lose, they'll still have the division in the bag. So it's going to be a very tough fight. Now let's go ahead and talk about the matchup, because his team is terrifying. Now, when we were doing the draft, both him and I sniped each other. He wanted Salamence, I wanted Mammoth Wine. And we sniped each other. So neither one of us got what we wanted, but then we took something from someone else. So, But his team is Heatram, Mammoth Wine, Mega Ampharos, Slowbro, Haxorus, Chestnut, Florges, Crawdaunt, Hitmonlee, Alakazam, and Weezing. Now, the biggest threats I see on his team: Heatram. That's going to suck. Mamoswine. That's going to suck. Slowbro is a pain to get around. It really, really is. Haxorus is really good. Chestnut is really good defensively. I've had issues with that in ISL. It's not something fun to deal with. Florges is really good, which I feel like he's going to bring. Crawdaunt, I plan for it somewhat, but I'm not that worried about it. Alakazam is definitely a threat. Hitmonlee is really good. It's a good spinner. Fake out user, normal gem, unburden. I'll just take lives. And then Weezing is just a good physical mon to eat up hits. Now the mons that I'm assuming he's gonna bring is Heatran, Mamoswine, Chestnut, Florges, Alakazam, and then Haxorus. I feel like those are the mons that I feel like he's gonna bring against us. I can't see him bringing. I mean, he could bring Slowbro over Chestnut. He could. It's just a hard week. It really is. Like, this is one of the harder weeks that we've had so far. So let's go ahead and talk about our team matchup. As long as this thing works correctly. Yes, cool, it worked. Now, we're running a very interesting team this week. A very interesting team. And I'm hoping it pays off for me. I really, really am. Now, we're running Newborn here, who's holding a Colbur Berry, and is a max defensive, max HP, rocking Stealth Rocks, Will-O-Wisp, Drain Punch, and Shadow Ball. Mainly the reason why I'm running a Colbur Berry is that Mamoswine gets knocked off. Crawdon's there. Haxorus, I don't think he can get knocked off. I think Hitmonlee can, but mainly it's just for the Crawdon and the Mamoswine. And all his physical Haxorus, I can eat up hits from it. Just in case he wants to hit me with some sort of dark type move, I have the Cold Berry there just in case. Drain Punch, mainly so if he has the Crawdon in there and he knows the defenses, I can just go for a Drain Punch to get a lot of damage off. Drain Punch the Heatran, Drain Punch the Mamoswine. Can't really Drain Punch a Slowbro or a Chestnut or a Florges, but I have Shadow Ball as well. I have nothing that limits my attack or special attack this week, so I could run Psyshock, which I'm debating if I should or not. Or Psychic for the Chestnut, but he has the Crawdon. I really wanted the Shadow Ball there just for the Slowbro. But I feel like a Psychic will do better. So I can take out the Hitmonlee. Yeah, I'm going to switch Shadow Ball into Psychic. Mainly because I'm realizing now that it hits the Weezing really hard, the Hitmonlee, it can hit the Haxorus, could stab. Hit the Chestnut for super effective, and it's not a special move. I just want to run Psyshock because Weezing and Chestnut are both weak to psychic type attacks, but they're on the physical side, so I don't want to run Psyshock. The Mamoswine, Heatran, Crawdon, I have Drain Punch there just to get HP back, and then I can set up Stealth Rocks. Mainly, Stealth Rocks aren't important. If I can get them up for the Mamoswine and Heatran, that'd be great. But other than that, they're really not that important. Overga Sash, possibly on Alakazam. And then he might want to do a lot of switching with Mega Ampharos with Volt Switch, but I doubt that. He doesn't really have much switch initiative. So that's not much of an issue, but I just want to have Stealth Rocks up just in case, you know. Just having Stealth Rocks there is really going to come in clutch. Next we have up is the Red Arrow, the Scizor, holding Scissorite. So we are running Mega Scizor this week. Running Protect, Bullet Punch, U-Turn, and Knock Off. Now I'm running a bulky defensive, bulky set, bulky offensive. Running Protect just so I can scout when I'm trying to, like, Mega Evolve. Because if you look at the differences between Scizor and Mega Scizor, this thing wants to load. Alright, so when he Mega Evolves, he gets 40 points in defense, 20 points in attack, 20 points in special defense, and 10 in speed, and 10 in special attack, which I don't know why he gets 10 in special attack. But that's really useful to get that boost up, because I'm going to need it. I really am. So that's why we're running Protect. And then Bullet Punch hits the Mamoswine really hard. It hits the Florges really hard. It hits the Alakazam really hard. U-Turn can hit the Alakazam really hard. It can hit the Crawdon really hard. It can hit the Chestnut really hard. It can hit the Slowbro really hard, which is going to be useful. Knock Off, same thing for Slowbro, Alakazam, stuff like that. And Knock Off just to get items off of like the Weezing and the Florges and Chestnut and just get items off. So that's the reason why we're running Red Arrow this week. It's just, what sucks is that he has plenty of things that can burn or hit and power fire and take out Red Arrow, so I have to play carefully. I cannot take risks of just letting Red Arrow go down on a dime just because I want to try to get damage off on something. Unless I know Red Air is already low and he's going to die next time he comes in, I'm just going to go for Bullet Punch, try to take something out, or bring it down lower. But that's Red Air this week. A bulky physical attacker. Next we have Hunting Season. Now, I'm bringing Hunting Season this week mainly because it can deal with so many threats on his team. He's not the fastest thing in the world, but I have Return, Earthquake, Knockoff, and Gunk Shot. Return, just for stab, hits everything really hard. Earthquake, Heatran. Heatran. Knockoff, just because they can knock off items really well. And then Gunk Shot mainly is for the Florist and the Chestnut. So if I can get a Gunk Shot off of one of those two, that'd be nice. I'm praying for... Oh, also Earthquake for Mega Ampharos. If he brings it, I can really see him not bringing it just because he knows I have checks for it. But if he brings it, he brings it. We'll see what happens. But Earthquake is mainly for the Mega Ampharos, and also it stabs, so it can hit everything really hard. The only thing that doesn't hit is the Weezing. Hits everything else. Chestnut resisted it, but other than that, it hits everything else really, really hard. So that's why we're running Diggersby this week. Jolly doesn't really increase him to outspeed anything else really, so that's why I made him adamant, just extra power to really hit really hard. Next, we have Cookington, who is our specially defensive wall. We're running a leftover set with Overheat, Volt Switch, Hidden Power, Ground, and Will-O-Wisp. I'm running this just because I'm assuming he'll probably try to bring the Heatran on here, knowing, oh hey, he can't do anything to me. Like if I wrote him Heat, the Cookington, out on Chestnut, he's gonna switch in the Heatran, trying not to take an Overheat. If I still go for Overheat or Will-O-Wisp and he gets to Flash Fire, that's fine. I'm going to Hidden Power Ground it, and I should do a lot of damage to it, if not take it out. So, because I can eat up any hit from it. There's nothing he can do to take down Cookington with the Heatran. The only thing that can really take down Cookington very well is Crawdaunt, because he's a physical attacking water type. I can eat up hits from the Slowbro. I can eat up hits from the Mamoswine. Because he can't hit me with ground type things, and ice I resist. So, it's like, what else can he really do to me? So this is just our special defensive wall to eat up hits from the Heatran, eat up hits from the Slowbro, somewhat. It's not really going to enjoy a Scald from a Slowbro, but I don't really think he's going to bring it, because he knows I have plenty of checks for Slowbro, but he might bring it, you never know. Our next mon is Elegancy. I'm holding a Piapa Berry, which Piapa Berry is, I can eat up a super effective hit from a Psychic type. He doesn't have any flying types. So, I need something to eat up Psychic type hits from Alakazam or Slowbro. And so what I can do is, if I have Elegancy in on something, and he wants to switch out, I can go for a substitute. Go for a Sword Stance while he breaks the sub, and Piapa Berry will allow me to live any hit from something and hit it with a Leaf Blade or Close Combat. I have enough speed investment to outspeed everything except for, I believe, the Alakazam. I outspeed everything else. And so that's what Elegancy is here for, is just to either set up, late game, hit really hard, and if you have the Alakazam, I can hit it with the Leaf Blade. It's freaking frail as shit, so I can take it out with the Leaf Blade and be good to go. That's pretty much what this is like, and I can also hit the Slowbro really hard. I can hit the Florges with the Leaf Blade. I can hit Mamoswine really hard. I can outspeed Mamoswine. Unless he's Choice Scarf, I can outspeed Mamoswine. And I have pretty much put everything else in the HP, so I can try to possibly live one hit from everything except for the Heatran. But I outspeed the Heatran, unless he's Choice Scarfed, and I can hit it with Close Combat. So, it's going to be tricky. It's pretty much just going to be mind games. Mind games. Now, my last mon that I'm bringing is an interesting mon. Goodbye Misty's taking a seat on the shelf. It broke its wing. It's going to be out for a week. So we're bringing Air Force. This is our Togekiss Assault Vest. Pretty much it eats hits for days. It eats up any special hit. and I can hit it back with anything. Air Slash, Dazzling Gleam, Psychic, and Hidden Power Ground. Air Slash, I can hit the chestnut with it. Done. Alex Hitmonlee, done. Dazzling Gleam for the Hitmonlee, done. Crawdon, done. Hit it on the chestnut if I have to. On the Haxorus. Psychic, mainly for things like... Also, Dazzling Gleam hits the Mega Ampharos. Psychic for the Weezing. Psychic for the Hitmonlee as well. Hidden Power Ground for the Heatran. Air Force Togekiss has been our MVP every single week, pretty much. I want to run this set. I'm hesitant just because we're so used to doing the Thunder Wave, Roost, Air Slash, and like that type of set. So this is a little different than what we're used to, and I feel like he's going to predict that's what's going to happen. Like, I'm going to go for a T-Wave or something. He's going to switch into Mega Ampharos, or switch into something else. Or like Mamoswine or something. I can hit it really powerful with an Air Slash, because I'm Modest Nature. So this thing hits like a truck. It hits like a truck. I was testing out, and I'm literally two-shotting things left and right, and they can't stop it. So I'm hoping Air Force can come in clutch for this battle. We'll have to see what happens. But that's our team. If you didn't like something about it, go ahead and put it in the comments below. Be like, hey, what did you like differently about this? What should you think I should do differently here? And don't try to say, oh, you're using the suggested spread. I'm doing what I think is still necessary. Yes, suggested spread there. This is not a suggested spread. This is not a suggested spread because it said 252 HP. This is 248. This is a not suggested spread because it would have made me jolly, not adamant. This is not suggested spread. It wanted me to do physical defensive. No. This wanted me to do special defensive. I'm doing physical. So I'm not doing suggested spreads. It's just Air Force here fits the suggested spread of what I needed to do. So with that, if you all enjoyed this, go ahead and hit the like button and comment what you think we should do differently for next week, and I will see you all in the battle. How's it going, YouTube? This is TAFighter23 here, and I am bringing you our Week 6 matchup against the Detroit Pinsirs, Matt, aka Parahax, and this is going to be a really good battle. If you have not seen the Team Builder episode, go back and watch that just so you can see what exactly we're bringing this week. We have Newborn, Red Arrow, Hunting Season, Cooking Tin, Elegancy, and Air Force. Yes, Goodbye Misty is not with us this week. It is Air Force instead. So I just had to hit challenge. I'm really nervous about this battle. I really am. Because I have no idea what he's going to bring. Like, well, I know his team, but I don't know exactly what he's going to bring. So it scares me a bit. We are currently 3-2. If we can win this week, we'll be 4-2. We have to get at least a 4-0 victory just to stay in second place in our division, because the Chelsea Chandies got a 6-0 this week. So it sort of sucks for us. Who they played the DMR shot at Absols this week, so they got a 6-0. So they also got a 6-0 last week. Here we go. Okay. He did bring the Ampharos. It could just be regular Ampharos, but regular Ampharos isn't that good. I was right about majority of his mons, except I did not think he would bring Ampharos. I figured he'd probably bring Haxorus, but I think he, knowing the fearing of Togekiss, how well it's been doing, I guess that's why he didn't bring it. Okay. Trying to think of what to lead off with. He can lead off with Heatran or Mamoswine to set up his own rocks. I feel that Alakazam will probably be like a substitute or Calm Mind set, so I have to watch out for that. Chestnut's probably rocking the Rocky Helmet, max defensive. Florges is probably his special wall. Which is good for us. He's been running a physical defensive just to eat up hits from Mega Scizor, but I think I'm gonna lead with Newborn. Depending on what he leads with will depend on what I do next. Because if he leads with He lives with Russell Crowe. Ha, I like the name. Alright, that's fine. Now, would he... He's probably going to switch out, because he knows he doesn't want to take a Psychic. He does not want to take a Psychic. So I'm going to set up Stealth Rocks. I would Willow, but if he brings in the Heatran, that sort of sucks for me. Willow would have been nice, but at least we got the Stealth Rocks up, and he has no way of getting rid of Rocks now. So Rocks are up. I feel like the best thing is to go into Cookington here. He's probably going to Toxic, which... Do I predict the Toxic or the Moonblast? I'm going to switch into Red Arrow. Because I feel like he's going to Toxic. I can see him Toxicing. If he hit him Power Fires, that's... GG. Good play. But I feel like he's going to Toxic. Just straight up Moonblast. Okay. So, either or, they both resisted. So that's perfectly fine. I feel like he's going to switch out here. So I'm just going to knock off. Yeah, he's going to switch out. So this is where I prove. What's he Rocky Helmet? Is this it? Rocky Helmet. That's what I thought. I knew it. That's a typical set to run on this thing. So if he's rocking max speed, he held speeds. I want to protect. I just want to see what he does. I'm going to protect. Uh-oh, hold on. I didn't see what he did. Oh, he said spikes. Okay. I'm gonna U-turn. U-turn. If he wants to set out spikes, that's fine. I'm gonna go into Cookington. So I feel like there's not much he can do to it. He's setting up layers of spikes. So this is my chance. I'm gonna Willow. If he wants to, he Spiky Shields. Okay, that's fine. So I'm specially defensive. Remember that. So I'm gonna Willow again. He's gonna switch on the Heatran here. I don't want to over-predict that, so I'm just going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, but I'm perfectly fine if he switches into Heatran here. Alright, Barlog. Okay. That's fine. He's not Air Balloon. That's also one reason why. I didn't want to reveal the Hidden Power Ground yet. So, the fact that he's not Air Balloon, I can go for a Hidden Power Ground just fine. I should be able to... He Lava Plumes. I ate it up. He was protecting me to switch out. Hidden Power Ground come through. That did nothing. He's Assault Vest. He is Assault Vest. Okay, that's an issue. That is an issue. That is an issue. That is an issue. I'm going to Hidden Power Ground again. What is he going to go into? Blissey. Okay. Blissey Jr. Blissey Jr. I naturally outspeed this thing. So I'm going to Volt Switch. Going to Volt Switch. Now what do I go into? I can go into Hunting Season, but I feel like he's going to go for a Moonblast again. So I'm going to go into Red Arrow. I wish I had Bruce on Red Arrow now. So now that I know that he has to be Assault Vested, he ate that up way too well. Alright. Special Shot Drop, that's fine. I can knock off, but I feel like Chestnut's going to come back in. So I'm just going to U-turn. I feel like Chestnut's going to come back in. So I'm just going to U-turn here. Because I can get good damage off on the Chestnut if he comes in. If he switches to anything else, I'll go switch initiative on it. Here comes the Chestnut. How much is the U-turn going to do to a physical defensive Chestnut? 25%. Um, I'm gonna go to elegancy here. Because this is the thing I can set up on. He can't leech seed me. Can't put me to sleep. So, unless he has poison jab. I'm going to substitute here. I'm going to substitute. Because he'll probably switch into like Alakazam or something. His Spiky Shield's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so I get a free substitute off. Awesome. Swords Dance. I'll set up Swords Dance. I'm gonna Swords Dance again. Predicting a Spiky Shield. No, he doesn't go for Spiky Shield. Damn. About 32%. That's horrible. So I'm just gonna, at this point, that did nothing. Damn it, that was just a complete bad play. That was a complete bad play. That was bad, that was bad. I just let LXC do it down. Damn it, I'm doing horrible. Hunting season pretty much is my win condition now. Going for that second, I got greedy. That was my issue. I got greedy. I'm just going to Volt Switch. Because I feel like he's going to predict me to go back into this thing. Okay, I could have overheated. So I'm getting damage off on this thing. You're at 27%. Hazards are stacking up a little bit. So I cannot bring him in one more time. So I'm just going to Bullet Punch. Because I feel like he'll protect. Okay, that's fine. It's fine, that's fine, that's fine. So I Bullet Punched. Just going to Bullet Punch again. He'll probably switch out. But at least I can get some damage off on something. Because the Chestnut's low. Oh no, he stays in. He predicted me to switch out. Ha! Okay, I got rid of the Florges. That's one. His special threat is down. So I don't have to worry about... Like, once the Heat Train goes down, I can overheat on everything on this team. I'm saving Togekiss till the end because Togekiss and hunting season. So Air Force and hunting season. I feel like he's gonna outspeed me, probably Ice Shard me. I'm gonna protect. I just want to see what he's gonna go for. I want to protect. See if he's gonna go for Ice Shard. Because he could be Twist Scarfed and go, like Twist Scarf himself into Icicle Crash or something, or Earthquake. Ice Shard. Okay. I'm just gonna Bullet Punch. If you want to take me, 11%. Oh, Red Arrow! That's that bulky step for you. And goodbye, Mamoswine! Alright, so we can freely Volt Switch now. I mean, Ampharos, I mean, pretty much can't really freely Volt Switch. But he has no priority now. So whatever he brings in, I can freely Bullet Punch and get damage off on. Yes! Red Arrow coming through. Oh my god. Okay, so I know this thing outspeeds me. There's no doubt about that. I can either A, Bullet Punch, but that's resisted. Or I can go for a knockoff. Because he might just be Assault Vested, max HP. I'm going to knock off. I'm going to knock off. Nope, Lava Flame. Okay, that's fine. I took that risk. I was running no speed investment. So yeah, no matter what, I should just Bullet Punch. That was stupid on my part. But it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter. I'm going to Newborn now. I know I outspeed this thing. Because I know I outspeed this thing. I'm going to Drain Punch and try to get some HP back. If he wants to stay in, that's perfectly fine. I will not be upset by that. He doesn't stay in. What is he going? Alakazam? Russell Crowe. Okay. So just get a little HP back. This is max speed. I outspeed. I'm just going to Psychic. I'm going to Psychic. Get rid of Russell Crowe. Okay. His 2 walls are down. I mean, he still has Heatran as somewhat of a wall right now. This thing's going to be an issue. I want to Will-O-Wisp. He's probably going to go for Agility. I feel like that's what he's going to do. But I'm going to Will-O-Wisp it. Just get some residual damage off on it. Agility. That's fine. I feel like being max HP, I can still live a hit from this. I'm going to Psychic. I did about 49%. That's fine. If I can get some damage off on this thing, we'll be golden. That's fine. I would probably fine with Newborn going down. I could have switched out, but I don't want to risk him being 2 times the speed. So I'm going to switch into Cookington. I'm switching to Cookington. So I don't take Spikes damage. I can't freely go for Overheats, so I'm just going to hit him Power Ground. I'm max defensive, so I can eat any hit from this thing. I resist Dragon Pulse. Didn't eat that as much as I wanted to. Alright. So pretty much at this point, this is the issue. This is an issue. I'm going to Overheat. I'm taking a big risk here, but I'm going to Overheat. If he switches out, this is going to suck. But I can still eat hits from the Calm Minds. Okay. You're still pretty frail. So let's see how much an Overheat's going to do to you. 58%. Not as much as I wanted. Now he can really just Calm Mind all he wants. Damn it. What I'm going to have to do here... He Side Shocks me. Okay, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I cannot go in Hunting Season. Hunting Season is my way to check Mammoth Swine right now. Being Assault Vested should be fine. I'm going to Air Slash. Side Shock. I need like an ultimate crit right now. If I T-Wave this thing, I would have been fine if I had T-Wave. Because T-Wave did now would have been fine. The one time I don't bring T-Wave. Now, pretty much, if Hunting Season can live a hit, I think I outspeed the Heatran. So, I'm going to Earthquake. Can I live a hit? Come on, Hunting Season. Can you live a hit? Nope. We lost. Damn it! Alakazam. If I brought T-Wave, I would have won that game. I would have won the game if I brought T-Wave. Oh, if I brought Quick Attack, that would have been nice, but I didn't bring priority with that, because I don't normally bring priority with it. Oh, that sucks. Well, GG, Parahax, you won. I'm now 3-3, which sort of sucks. But, I mean, I broke even. I'm still broken even. I'm not too upset by that. That just sucks, because we could have won that. If I didn't let him, if I had T-Wave, if I brought the normal set that I normally bring, I could have T-Waved it, then I would have won. Because even though he has Magic Guard, I'm pretty sure T-Wave still makes him slower. I'm pretty sure. Oh, GG, Parahax, GG, man. That was a good battle. I enjoyed it. I know I'm going to heat for this from Burke. He freaking always gets me heat whenever I lose, but it's whatever, it's whatever. With that, I'll thank you all for watching the video, and I'll see you all in the next battle. Deuces.